I'm here in the South Devon town of Paignton. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. I've had a night down here at the Marine Hotel. Can't go wrong, dinner, bed and breakfast for 53 quid. There's the pier over there. And you can get a little ferry from here across to Torquay and Tor Bay in the distance, which is quite built up now. Lots of hotels, etc. And I took the coastal route from Exeter through Dawlish yesterday, out into the bay. And so you can get lots of little ferries across and round to Brixham. But I found this very cute little bay called Fairy Cove. And apart from those flats behind, it's rather idyllic. This will be packed in the summer. And it's funny, Torquay, this area of the world was known as the English Riviera. You know, they'd come down from London as an escape. It's a bit touristastic now. Lots of holiday parks further up the coast, but it would be great to come, you know, with kids. And even here in Paignton, you've got the mini golf and the cinema and entertainment. And ended up having some drinks with some ladies I befriended through the masts. There's a place called Harbour Light over there, and we had some wines last night, which was lovely. So there we go.
I befriended these two lovely ladies,
Paignton.
Sally and Alison, as I was looking around Paignton for the night, and we ended up having some wines. They were there for a walk the next day. And they lived in Adelaide. One of them lived in Adelaide for a while. Small world. This is the hotel I was staying with, very quintessentially English. And breakfast, can't go past kippers, toast, tea and butter. It was really delicious. And the morning newspaper. Headed to Totnes, and these are the spring wells. Drank the water, sacred waters, been known for 700 years. It was just so pretty there. Very sacred spot. Totnes is known as the second Glastonbury. A ley line runs through the middle, and I got a spot right outside the witch's shop. Once again, had to have a look around there. It was lovely. Headed to the edge of Exmoor and Buckfast Abbey. It was a beautiful place.
Welcome to Buckfast Abbey. It's still a living home to the Benedictine monks that have been here for many a century. And it's just
the inside of the abbey with the monks about to do mass. It's really wonderful energy in there. Just another shot from the other side. Saturday morning, I managed to have no people around. Some famous cyclist I heard over talking that cycled all around the world was chatting to some others. Have you ever had a calling? This was a monk's display of their life, and I enjoyed the reminders of it. As monks, we are grateful for the gift of a spiritual calling to love and serve God. Listening and understanding and finding their purpose. And I so get that. It's very much part of what I do and teach. Outside Exeter, trying to remember, this is outside Exeter as I drove there. It was actually closed for a wedding, hence the wedding car. It was really quite a wide, magnificent cathedral, and stopped for half a swifty at a little pub on the way to my next stay. It was rather pretty, which is on the edge of Exmoor. The Buckfast was in Dartmoor. Forgive me. This was absolutely stunning. Went up for a walk with the owners, with the dogs. Beautiful across to Wales. There, you can see it in the distance. It was the Saturday or Sunday I arrived. It was warm. The first and last warm days whilst I was there. I'm very glad to have had this walk. And I thought these shots were just stunning. Across the bay to Bossington. Karen and Richard with Mouse and Piglet. I loved Richard and Karen. They were such good characters, great hospitality. I stayed with them a couple of nights before they left to go and walk Hadrian's Wall. They really were a lot of fun and very kind to share their house with me and the hospitality. absolutely stunning across the hillside. I mean, it just goes up and down. We've seen ponies as cattle. We've just done about an hour's walk. We're getting back to the car now with the beach below. And of course we saw Wales before over on the horizon. It is stunning. The way these dogs' back legs work is just so cute. Especially Mouse up front. The view across to Bucklands at Minehead. Just too cute. Favourite seaside resort for some. This fabulous bedroom at the farmhouse I was staying at. This was mine. It was just huge, with the biggest ensuite I have ever seen or had. It was very spoilt. I loved this house, known as a Devon longhouse, which had been built in several stages over the years, over 500 years. This is the view from the top of the garden looking down. Out for a Sunday morning stroll on the land at the farmhouse. It's just, I can't get enough of it, it's just glorious. That's over in the distance there, if I can't see it, it's the view across to Wales again. Hear the chickens and the roosters all the way around. The sheep I'm looking after in the field just there. We went for a walk on the second day on the house. There's not a pole in sight, just pure countryside. And a deer was about to give birth. Oh, well, there was a pole there. The deer was about to give birth, but we dismissed it. The dogs cooling off in the stream after their walk with their little legs. High brambles, stinging nettles. Mouse and Piglet standing guard, looking out of the window. Slightest movement on the road, they would bark their heads off. But they really were so cute. And look at the slopey walls and ceilings. That's what I loved about this cottage. Again, you can see the slopes. And just having a look around. I really felt peaceful at this house. It was beautiful. And even my car looked big against Barb's, Richard's mum, who lived next door. I had a giant. This is the moment you find a device that you didn't know existed, and then you wonder how you've ever lived without one. Oh my god, this tea. So I've programmed it for exactly the strength I like. To keep it warm, and it's going to brew for just 1 minute because I only like it mild. A still picture of me outside the flowers. The roses were stunning. I had to throw one in there somewhere. And these were the 6 sheep I looked after. They were really rather friendly. One in particular would come and say hello. They're so much bigger close up. They really are. But he liked to be patted and knew where the sheep nuts were for nibbles. They were quite fun. And I loved the collection of knitted animals. Made with love. Really beautiful. And this is Dunster Village, really pretty village. And it had a castle next door, which I did go to, but I didn't take a single picture. Blue Anchor Bay, next to Wales on the other side. Up on the beach, the tides are way out. You see Bucklands at Minehead in the distance. Very windy, 13 degrees. Got my winter coat on. It's colder than Adelaide today. Adelaide's in winter, where it's can you spot the little rock cars which is off the TV. Just fly in most days and just swirl around the house. And I had to take a picture of the old slides. I haven't seen one of those for years. And there's nothing better than drying your clothes on the rack over the Arga when it's rainy day outside. These dogs, they just made me laugh the whole time. Look at the walls and the curves and the floor. What are you doing? What are you doing? Look at that for an uneven wall. How cool is that? Out for a drive in the local village, and some of them houses are just so old, so quaint. And this road name made me laugh. I'll let you say it out loud. Tickle my fancy. And the trees overhanging with the dappled light were really beautiful to drive down. Mouse, where's the ball? Ready? Where is it? My old university friend and housemate came to say, Bosh, it was so great to see her and have a really decent catch up, which had been long overdue. Saturday we took a drive down to Bossington, beautiful little village on the walk towards the Bristol Channel and Purlock Marshes, and later to Purlock and the Weir itself. The beach was totally magical, sort of the blue and the grey pebbles all so smoothly rounded on this blustery cold day that really cleared the cobwebs. It was just wonderful to get out and have some fresh air. And Tracy's very fit. And just views across the horizon without brown water. It was great to see it, a little bit of shade of blue in there. More photos of the beach line. And came across a little house selling home-pressed apple juice and duck eggs, which I bought. A little stream running under the house. Tea and cake, which was beautiful to have out in the sunshine. Just such an English thing to do. And the beautiful village where we parked, just stunning stone buildings. Driving around there, it really was beautiful. Loved the church spire on this, a six-sided spire. We went in. Such a different scale to the cathedrals and abbeys. It gives you some kind of comparison. Just the views over Exmoor. It's such a large area. And this was a ridiculously beautiful place. Sell-worthy. It's like off a chocolate box with the green and the cottages. Little tea shop. Just so pretty. Again, all National Trust land. In the back of the house, we have Mouse in my office, lying guard. And that was the end of West Somerset. Wonderful.